Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me today, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Charlotte. I am an international officer at Loughborough University, and today I will be giving you a quick introduction to Loughborough and talking through what Loughborough is well known for, what you can study with us, the student experience of studying at Loughborough, the entry requirements to enter, scholarship opportunities, and how to find out more. I'm hoping this will take about 20 minutes and then there will be time to answer your questions as well. But a little introduction to me. So my name's Charlotte. I am an international officer. So my role is to support any of our international students who are looking at studying in the UK, specifically at Loughborough, who are looking for more information, help in applying, anything that I can help with on your journey to the UK. And I've done this job for 6 years now, and I absolutely love it. And before that, I was a student at Loughborough. So I've been in Loughborough for coming up to 10 years. I still live in Loughborough. I bought my house here 2 years ago now. And I studied history and geography. So I know Loughborough pretty well. And I absolutely love it. Coming to Loughborough to study was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. So one of the questions that I get, lots of students and families have heard of Loughborough, but they might not know where it is. And I remember when I started applying to the universities, I lived in the UK. I grew up in Birmingham, and I saw Loughborough in the league tables. I heard lots of really good things about Loughborough, but it wasn't a place that I'd ever been. And Loughborough is a market town. It's a large town right in the centre of England. So super easy to get anywhere else, really easy to get around. We are about an hour and 10 minutes on the train to London, 10 minutes to Leicester, 20 minutes to Nottingham as our nearest big cities. And the town itself it's a bustling market town. We've got markets, we've got big shops, restaurants, nightlife, lots of things to get involved with. So you can see a little bit more detail on the map there. It's really easy to get to anywhere in the world. We've got some fantastic transport links. A lot of our students fly into Heathrow, and we do a coach collection service to bring students for free from Heathrow up to Loughborough when you're arriving in the UK. But really easy to get to Birmingham Airport, which is my choice, or up to Manchester, or anywhere in the UK really. So super easy. And obviously when the pandemic is over as well, and we're allowed to travel more, Loughborough is about 20 minutes from East Midlands Airport, which is a smaller airport in the UK, but offers lots of budget flights around Europe. So it's a fantastic place if you want to travel, see more of Europe. You can get flights to Ireland for £10. You can get over to Spain for £20. Really great opportunity. I'm just going to start by playing you a short video. Hopefully this works. So hopefully that gave you a little introduction. Someone did message me to say that they didn't have the sound, so I'm sorry if there was no sound for you as well. It was just music. But one of the things I want to talk about first is Loughborough's reputation, which is definitely impressive. Loughborough's top 10 in all UK league tables. 5th, 6th, 7th, depending which of the league tables you look at. So a lot of students start looking at Loughborough because they see us in the league tables. And that is really important. League tables are a sign of reputation, of quality. However, I do think that league tables aren't the be all and end all. They fluctuate year on year. They can change massively over 10 years. League tables give you an idea, but they aren't what you should be focusing your university choices on. There are lots of other things that you should consider as well, but they do give you an idea. So the basics of Loughborough. Loughborough was founded in 1909 as a technical institute. Loughborough itself as a town had a lot of industry, a lot of engineering, and so Loughborough became the Loughborough College of Science and Technology in 1909. And then we got our university charter in 1966, at the same time as a lot of the colleges of science and technology around the UK. So a lot of what are now the campus universities in the UK, like Warwick, Kent and Bath, also got their university charters in 1966. Since then, Loughborough has grown massively. We've dropped the science and technology from the name, and we are just Loughborough University. We've become a lot more multidisciplinary, and we now have 20,000 staff and students working and studying with us from around the world. And we are a single site campus based in the heart of the UK, offering a really broad range of academic disciplines. So I know that you're part of an arts week, but just to give you an idea about how the university works, we have a range of different schools and departments. So we've got 6 schools of engineering, we've got schools of business and economics, art and design, social sciences, arts, English and humanities, a lot of different options for you. And so you will be studying with students on a whole range of different courses. So whilst you might be studying an arts program, I studied history. When you're living on campus, you're involved with students who are studying a range of things. So I live with engineers, I live with a computer science student, I live with a graphic designer, and that is a really great opportunity. If you're looking at studying design and creative arts with us at Loughborough, we have 3 different programs you can do at bachelor's level. So within our School of the Creative Arts, we have a bachelor's in fine arts, a bachelor's in graphic design, and a bachelor's in textiles. Within the School of Design, we have a BA in Design, a BA in Industrial Design, and a BSc in Product Design and Technology. We also have a foundation in Art and Design, which is an option if you're not sure what you want to study or if you need to build up your portfolio. And then we also have some related subjects, such as Product Design Engineering and Architecture as well. And Loughborough's Art and Design is really, really strong. We have 6 different hubs within our art school. We have a really high quality design program. And we have some fantastic research links. We've got graduates that have gone to be really successful in a whole range of different fields at some really, really big companies, which you can see some of those on the screen, as well as working self-employed on their own art and design, selling and designing their own products. Really, really well known. And Loughborough is ranked top 5 in the UK for design and art, and we're top 35 in the world for QS World Rankings. So we're one of the highest ranked art schools within the UK and within the world. Coming to study a program, particularly an arts program, is a fantastic opportunity. Some of you may have been able to join us this morning in the student panel when one of our current students shared her experience of studying at Loughborough and why she chose us, how the facilities are amazing. But one of the other things you need to consider is what you will do with your degree afterwards. You may know what you want to do. You may use your degree as a springboard into a career, or you may not be sure yet. But Loughborough will work really hard. We've got a fantastic careers and employability network who will help you with careers advice, applying for jobs, placement opportunities, industry links, and our graduate employability is one of the highest in the UK. There's lots of different ways to develop your employability whilst you're a student as well. Within the arts and design programs, they are led by industry. So a lot of the briefs will be set by companies, partners that we have. So you're working on real life issues within your degree. We also, every single one of our courses at Loughborough offers the opportunity to do a 1-year placement year. So that would be between the second and third year of study. It extends your degree by a year, and you get to go off into the world, trial a career, get some fantastic work experience, and most of our students get paid for this year as well. Some of our art students do this slightly differently. They'll go on a range of shorter placements within that year, so work at lots of different companies. So that's an option too. We've also got the opportunity for students to study abroad during your studies or work abroad. And also we have our enterprise studio, which will help you if you want to set up your own business, perhaps related to what you're working on within your course, or perhaps separate. We've got our enterprise studio, which helps students and helps fund that as well. The placement year is something that I really want to encourage you to look at. When I was studying, I didn't take a placement year, and it is something that I really regret. I really wish I had taken a placement year. The placement year is a fantastic opportunity, and it's becoming increasingly popular, and increasingly employers are expecting students to have taken a placement year. Over 50% of our art and design students take a placement, and this increases every year. And whilst we don't give you a placement, we will do everything to use our industry links to help you find a placement. So as long as you engage with the university, you'll be successful in finding a really strong placement. Now, very important that you study a good course at a good university, but also you need to remember that you are choosing your home. So you're choosing where you will live when you are choosing your university. Perhaps for 3 years, if you just do a standard bachelor's degree, 4 years if you're including a foundation or a placement year, maybe even longer if you end up staying. Like I did, I got my job in Loughborough. Students do masters as well, or get involved with other opportunities within the university. And the reason that I chose Loughborough was because of our campus. It was because of the community environment that Loughborough offered. And I was lucky enough to visit about 15 universities when I was looking. Obviously quite difficult to do that at the moment. And it was Loughborough whose campus I walked on, and I thought, that's it, that's where I want to live. And you can see the campus on the screen now. It is one of, if not the biggest campus in the UK, home to 17,000 students, of which 7,000 students live on campus. And the rest of our students live within walking distance of campus within Loughborough town. This picture, you can see a lot of the sports facilities. You can see how within walking distance of the campus, there is a lot of green space, woodland, hills as well. If we were to take the picture from the other way round, you would be looking at a lot more of a suburban environment. The town centre is about a 15-20-minute walk from campus, kind of at the bottom of that picture. And between campus and town is just full of off-campus student accommodation, which a lot of students live in their second and third year. It means that Loughborough is dominated by the university, which makes it a real student experience. Almost everything happens for students, it's dominated by the students, student-friendly prices, and it makes Loughborough a real student community, which I absolutely loved. There's so much to get involved with. So yeah, fantastic. But campus itself, on campus, it will be your home away from home. You'll move onto campus and you'll never need to leave. Of course you will. You'll go and explore the UK, you'll explore Loughborough town, you'll explore all over. But it makes it a super easy place to move to, particularly when you're starting university. We have on campus everything you possibly need, from your accommodation and obviously your academic buildings through to our student union. We've got shops, cafes, restaurants, bars. We've got the largest nightclub venue in the East Midlands. We have a medical centre, so we've got doctors on campus, an opticians, a dentist and a pharmacy, which if ever you need it is there for you. Lots of study space, lots of things to get involved with. Campus is a really amazing place to be. Loughborough town itself, I've got a very short video here again. We will see if the sound works, but it is, I think, only about 30 seconds. In Loughborough town, a lot of students, they worry that Loughborough is quite rural. It's not, it's a large town. The town has a population of over 100,000 people. So we've got lots of shops, restaurants, more restaurants than I've managed to eat in 10 years. We've got nightlife, we've got 2 cinemas, we've got escape rooms, laser quest, we've got lots of park space, some amazing local independent cafes and restaurants. It's a really nice town to live and study in. Loughborough works really, really hard on not just the academic side. Obviously, we're top 10 in the UK. Our academics and our research is excellent. There's no doubt about that. But we also focus on developing you as a person, not just into an academic student. So it's everything else that you can get involved with, which will help you in your future career. So there's all sorts of things within our Students' Union. We've got charity work. Loughborough students raise over £1 million every year for charity. We do volunteering, all sorts of different options within Loughborough Action to get involved with volunteering, from helping children in primary schools learn to read. We do international volunteering, so sharing your culture with primary school children, through to dinner dances with old folk homes, through to working in orphanages in Mexico and Ghana, all sorts of different opportunities. Charity work is everything from being sponsored to raising money in the town centre, through to being sponsored to climb to Mount Everest Base Camp. Lots of different opportunities to get involved with. We do skydiving, all sorts. There's the opportunity to cycle from Loughborough to Paris, for example, which I'm not particularly great on a bike, so that's not for me, but a lot of students get involved with those sort of things. Loughborough is very famous for sport, and I'll talk about that in a second. We've also got a massive student media sector, award-winning amongst student media in the UK, with our own TV channel, radio station, magazine, newspaper, which any student can get involved with no matter what you're studying. You don't have to be studying media. We have 120 societies, from your more academic debating society, entrepreneurship society, through to the Disney Society, the hot air ballooning society, the cocktail making society. A really popular one this year is the Loughborough Students' Union Cook and Bake Society, which I think during a pandemic, everyone loves to bake. And it's been really nice to see how our international students get involved with sharing cooking and recipes from their home culture with students, which has been really great. I've got involved with a few of those, but lots of different societies. There's also the opportunity to develop your leadership. Everything at the university is run by students with the support of staff. So all of these societies are run by student committees. The Hall of Residence are run by student committees. There's program reps and program presidents within your department. A really great opportunity, really interesting, and also, of course, looks really great on your CV. We have our Hall of Residence, so we'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment, but a big part of student experience is living at university and experiencing that kind of independence. It'll be the most fun 3 years of your life. So student experience is really important in developing you, but also it makes it fun. It's what you will do at university that you'll be enjoying. And Loughborough is very famous for our student experience. We've won pretty much every award going to student experience over the last 10, 15 years. Loughborough, that is what we are known for. And I think it is because we're campus-based. It's because of the close-knit network of students and the fact that we have such a large campus of students that we can offer these opportunities. Living at Loughborough, this is one of the reasons I chose it. Loughborough has now over 6,000 university rooms for students in 17 different halls of residence. So we have our catered option, where you would go to the dining hall and have breakfast, lunch and dinner provided for you. You haven't got to worry about cooking or shopping or doing the washing up. Very easy, very convenient. But we also have self-catered. So if, like me, you prefer to cook, we have self-catered. You get a big kitchen. I really enjoyed that. I found it really communal amongst my flatmates, all cooking together. We have ensuite bathrooms or shared bathroom options, depending whether you're happy to share a bathroom, which is what I did, or if you prefer your own ensuite. Almost all of our rooms are single occupancy. So unless you really, really want to, you won't have a roommate. You'll get your own room that you can shut the door, decorate how you want, make it feel like your home. All of our halls have a warden and a sub-warden who are staff and PhD students who are there to be like the mum and dad of the hall, make sure everyone's settling in okay, and help organise things. And also, we guarantee international students at least 2 years of accommodation in university accommodation. which means that when you move in, you'll be living with second and third years who have already experienced Loughborough. They know what's good, they know where to go, they know their way around, and they organise your Freshers Week, which is quite unusual for universities to have students mixing, and it helps build that community, and I loved it. I did all 3 years that I was a student living in halls. I was in the second cheapest option, a hall called Telford, and I absolutely loved it. Would move back in now if I could, to be honest with you. It was such fun, it was convenient, it was cheap, everything was included, all your bills, your heating, it was super sociable. I loved it. Now, you can't talk about Loughborough without talking about sport. Loughborough is the best university in the world for sports, both performance sport and academic sport. And a lot of our students come because they want to use our sports facilities. They might play a sport at high level. They want to take advantage of high level coaching. We have international sporting bodies. We've got British weightlifting, England swimming, British athletics based in our facilities on campus. They are incredible, which is great if you love sport. And there's lots of opportunities to get involved at every level, from elite performance sport through to just recreational. We've got para sport facilities as well. The opportunity to do coaching and volunteering with sport, the sport business side of it as well. So if you are sporty, that's fantastic. If you're not sporty, I am not sporty. One of my concerns about coming to Loughborough was that I wasn't sporty, and I thought I might be with students that are all sporty. You don't have to be. I did a little bit of sport. I'm not naturally talented when it comes to sport, but I got involved a little bit. There's a scheme called My Lifestyle, which is just turn up and play, free sport, really obviously good for your mental health, your physical health to do a bit of sport. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy it. Other students don't do any sport at all when they are studying at Loughborough. So if you are sporty, amazing. If not, you haven't got to be. There's lots of other things to get involved with too. And also you might think that you are not sporty, but also there's lots of different things you can get involved with, as well as the more traditional sports. But we've got equestrian and polo, we've got cheerleading, which is really popular. We've got a wakeboard society, table tennis, lots of different opportunities to get involved with sports that you might have never tried before. I took up lacrosse when I started because I thought it sounded fun, and it was really fun. I had a great time. I was pretty rubbish at it, but I still had a really good time getting involved. I've also done a lot of Zumba, and we do a lot of these. We try and make them fun. So we do UV Zumba, UV badminton, so doing it in the dark, kitted out in glow sticks and fluorescent colours. And that's just really fun, good way to burn some calories, let off some steam as well. When it comes to an international community, Loughborough has over 3,000 international students from 150 different countries who are really well supported on campus. We have this vibrant community, and our international students get really involved. Within Loughborough Students' Union, there is the International Student Network, who run a whole range of different events, both before students arrive in the UK and afterwards, to help them settle in, to help them with homesickness, help create that community, and also promote the international student community at Loughborough as well. Lots of different ways. We've got language cafes, we've got religious and cultural support and society. So if you're coming with a particular religious background that you want to continue at Loughborough, we'll support that as well. And then we have dedicated international support advisors, and of course the international office, who will help you with all the things that are just slightly more difficult when you're moving around the world to study than if you were moving in the UK. So lots of support available for you. Entry requirements: we accept students from all sorts of different backgrounds. I think at last check we had about 170 different equivalencies for qualifications. But to give you an idea, we're looking for most of our courses, we'll be looking for AAB in A levels, which is a 35 in the IB. If you want to find out what the equivalence is for your qualification, let me know. If you're applying for an art or design program, we would also look for a portfolio too. And we do have, for undergraduate students, we have a 25% merit-based scholarship. For postgraduate students, we have either a 10 or a 20% scholarship. All of these are automatically considered when you apply to the university. If you want to find out more, if you scan the QR code on the screen now, You can sign up to register for updates where we'll invite you to all sorts of events like this one, Loughborough-specific webinars. We run lots of events with our current students who are sharing their experience, lots of ways to get involved. Also get to know your international officer. I'm happy to introduce you to the best person in my team. We each look after our own set of countries. So it might be that I can help you. It might be that you'd be better placed talking to one of my colleagues who are all lovely. So get to know us, let us know if ever we can help you, which we're always very happy to do. So yeah, there's the QR code as well to register for these email updates, which would be great. We run a lot of kind of art specific things at Loughborough too. And then that's my contact details on the screen as well. So do keep in touch with me. Has anybody got any questions that they'd like to ask now? You're very welcome to put your mic on or to pop these in the chat box as well if you'd like more information, or you can email me directly as well. And I'll just leave it a few moments if anyone wants to pop any questions in. No questions at the moment? Okay, we've got a question. So do we have a digital media or animation program? Not specifically. So Loughborough's program titles are very broad within the arts. So we have that fine art, we have graphic design, and we have textiles. Within graphic design, that is where digital media and animation will fit. So my best friend actually from university studies a graphic design program, and she focused mainly on animation. So within each of these courses, you get to discover the media or mediums that you enjoy most. It might be within graphic design that you find yourself an illustrator. It might be that you're a photographer or an animator, and that is where you can focus on those areas. So we have a big animation studio within Loughborough, lots of high-tech animation facilities. I will also, I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. I will also pop in the chat box a tour of our facilities. So a couple of our students have put together a tour of our facilities that you can watch here. So I'll pop this link in the chat box for you. So that's the art school. And the design school as well. So that one's there for you, which I would recommend watching. They give you an idea of what it looks like. I found it absolutely amazing when I started at Loughborough, and I went with my friend who was doing design. I went to the design school, and I went to the art school, and the art school, the building within the art school is bigger than my secondary school that I went to. The facilities is absolutely huge. Lots of different creative hubs within the school. I was like, whoa, this is amazing. And every student within art and design will get their own studio space as well. So it's a really nice community within art and design. Have we got any more questions? I'll also pop my email address in the chat box. How many art and design students? That's a really good question. I'm not entirely sure of the exact numbers, but I believe it is across the two schools of art and design. I believe we have about 1,200 art students across the different courses at the different years as well. So first year, second year, third year, master's level. So it's a really good community, a big part of the university. Got a question. What is the rate of the Asian students? Do you mean like what percentage? We have international students. We have it's about 15% of our students are international, of which I would say probably about half of our international students come from across Asia. So we've got students from all over, from China, from I personally look after students from Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, and Hong Kong. My manager looks after students applying from India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. Got colleagues that travel regularly to Taiwan, South Korea. Got students from Japan, students from all over as well. So yeah, lots of different students. So within our team in the international office, we all support students from different countries. Fab. Well, I'm going to finish up there. Thank you very much for joining me today. Please do keep in touch if you liked what you heard or if you want any more information about Loughborough. I'm always very happy to help. Our website has got some fantastic information about the courses that we offer, some more tours, ability to look and kind of see what the facilities would like, see who our academics are and what they're working on. So yeah, please do keep in touch. Let us know if ever we can help. If not, thank you very much for joining us today and enjoy the rest of your afternoon or evening, depending where you are in the world. Thank you, guys. Bye.